as I was showing you that okay, this is converting. Great. Developer console anonymous window is not for the real-time automation purpose. So this is not automatically. You cannot perform anything automatically from here. But every time you have to, for testing purpose, at the immediately you want to check the result and also immediate purpose. So you can go to developer console anonymous window, and then you can perform any action. But yeah, as a real time, you won't go to developer. Real time means on live environment in production. In production, you will not go to developer like anonymous window. And that would be automation process only, totally automation process. Okay, so here if I'm creating if I'm clicking on any of the button, then record should be inserted to database. So same way we are going to create one button here. So what is my button name? If I will click on this button, so and I'll check the account object, there is test, right? So there is test. So if I will click again on this button, so it is showing exception because it is showing exception because there is some duplicate record duplicacy is in my Apex Cloud duplicate rule is in my account object duplicate rule is implemented. Okay, so if it is showing exception message, then how can we avoid this exception message? So it should like this. If there is some exception message, okay, if there is some exception message, it will throw a custom error message, not exception error message. It will throw the error message like this. So please select please check your code whether it is correct or not. Please check your code. There is some or else we can say server is down, please try again later. Okay, so please try again later, something like this we can say. Like if it is an end user, if end user is seeing this error, so that would not be good, right? So it will impact on our business. So if and you so it will say like please try again later, please try. If we'll try 2-3 times, that time we will not say this is a issue from development side, this is a developer is not good, we will not blame to company and all. We can say might be there's some server issue, we can say something might be something anything issue. So for overcoming this issue, so how can we do it? So we'll write a try catch here. So this is my try catch is nothing, so it's my exception handling. Try catch is nothing, so it's an exception. Oh, where it is closed. Let me just add one more. So it is exception handling. So whatever exception we are getting here, so that thing will be handled now. I'll click on again and again, so nothing is showing. There is no error is there, right? There is no error. But yes, if I want to go there and if I want to display some error message on the Visualforce page, so what we will do? Error message on Visualforce page. We'll add some severity in the whole. Let me just copy the syntax here. Yeah, this is okay. Apex message, and so what will I do here? I'll add my E, not E. So we can do one thing. We can please enter. No, please try again later. Okay, so now what we are doing here, so we are just making a try catch. If some issue will come occur here, so that will go to catch. If catch is there is some getting something in the catch, so what we will do, we are saying please try again later. Okay, in this one, so what we will do here, so where we want to display the error message and all, so we can do one thing, we can add the apex message, like there is some messages we have, we need to add these things, and let me save this one. Let's go to Visualforce page. Where is, please try again later. Okay, it is showing the error message. So let's do one thing. Let's make it red. So if you want to make this error message on a red button, you know this is nothing. This is the exception is there in the background. It is exception, but for the like as a polite nature, we can say as a good behavior, like to make a good like bonding with the clients and all. So will not impact on our business. So we can do like this. Okay, so let's make it red. So how can we make this red? So we'll go to inspect and we'll click on this one. Okay, so now I can say here, I can, if I want to make blur or some bold or something like this, or font size, if you want to give some font size, it's, let's say 10 pixel. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, okay. Let's say if I want to make like this, let's say this one is okay. Okay, this one is okay. I will say color, if I'll give it red color is fine. And if I want to say like some, okay, seems better now. Okay, that's fine. If you want to add something else, let's say some padding, like left side, some gap, right side, top, bottom, something like this. So now what can we do here? So you know this one is highlighted one, or else you can do one thing. You can copy both of this, and else you can copy this full line, like line style to here, style to here, or else you can do one thing. You can copy this thing. Both are the same thing. Let me go there, and you know this thing is added. Okay, this thing is added, but if I will refresh these things, it will automatically remove, because from Visualforce page side, in code side we haven't added, so we have to add in code as well. So if I'll go to messages and I'll say style, so in this style, so I need to add this thing. I need to add this thing. So if I'm adding these things and my page is refreshed, I'm clicking on button, so now it is showing please try again later. Okay, so now we can resolve the things like this. Got it or not?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Kumar?
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it by ourselves. It
Oh,
looks okay,
But
but
Amarjit,
we're gonna try.
sorry, Kumar.
No, I said like it looks okay, whatever you thought as now, but we're gonna try it by ourselves and see.
Fine. Yeah, Vishwanath.
yeah, Amarjit, in Calci, you go to Calci controller. Okay, here there
Controller.
we gave the account insert. Okay, when we click on the command button, so it automatically inserted the account, whatever we gave name, insert name. So if you want to insert some records, I mean the phone and the email and whatever the record, we have to insert another fields.
No, you want,
So
to,
we
you want to give some input from your side, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that will also be done. Don't worry. We'll do it in next session.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. We are going to do that one as well. So everything will cover. Don't worry. And okay, so now there is one challenge with us. So let's say this error message I'm adding, I have a 100 class in my Salesforce or more than that. Okay, so if there is some exception is coming in my code, there is some exception is coming in my code, that in that scenario we want to display please try again later. So these words, this message we want to display. 1 second. Yeah. So yeah, so let's say what is our concern here is, let's say I have 100 Visual Force pages. On that 100 Visual Force page in Apex classes. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm adding a try catch, exception handling. So on that exception handling, so if I'm adding all the Visual Force pages Apex classes, so that on that time, so today we are displaying the message like this. Please try again later in all the Visual Force pages. So this is a copying the syntax and pasting everywhere. Okay, and this is a this happened, and don't assume these things. This happened in the real time. Okay, so let's say you have done the 100 classes and all, and you are doing the hard coded here. This is a hard code, right? Please try again later. So now you are deploying to production. You deployed after some time, after 1 year or after 1 month. After 1 month or some POC work is going on or some testing work is going on, but there is some observation from the client side. Client is saying like, I don't want this, please try again later. I don't want. What I want let's please, server is down, like server is down, please try again later. Let's say some other, like any other message means anything. Server is down, please try again later. So this message like client want to display, but this message is, how can we display the message? So challenge for us is, like in production we cannot edit the code. This is first challenge. We cannot write code in production. Even no, I'm not saying that it is a best practice or not. Whether it is not a best practice, after that we cannot edit the edit the code in Visual in a production. Okay, this is a limitation. So not limitation is the good way, good thing, benefit. So if I will, for overcoming this issue, so if I want to add these things, I need to go to sandbox, right? This is my first like problem. I need to go to sandbox. I need to go to all the Apex classes, right? I need to write here, server is down, server is down, server is down, like this, copy and paste. Might be I'm doing all these things and mistakenly I forget one class, mistakenly, because there are lots of classes. For us, that is one class, but for client, there is lots of things. So that might be a challenge for us, issue for us. You are understanding the concern or not?
Yep.
So now how can we make it simple, and how can we go like in directly production? How can we make the changes in this one? How can we make the changes in Apex class? So, and even we don't need to go to sandbox, and we don't need to go to 100 of the components. If we have 5,000, 5 lakh components, everywhere it will be changed. If we'll make the changes at one place only. So that is custom label. That is custom label. If I'll go to setup, if I'll go to custom label, I'll do one thing. I'll create a new custom label. In this custom label, I can say, please try again later. Anything, please try again means something I'm giving here. So whatever value we have here, so what I want to give here, server is down, please try again later. Or else first, let's make it like this only. So let me save this one. Let me save this one. Okay. So now what will I do now? So this is the API name for that. Okay, that is the API name for that. So what will I do here? So I'll say here system dot label dot this name. Okay, I'm adding, I'm showing this one. I'm going to Visual Force page now. I'm clicking on this one. Showing, please. Oh, okay, one second. So please system dot label dot, one second, Apex class. Apex. Label dot, I think that's label only. Oh, let me just check again. And I think label, okay, Apex class is a label only. In the Visual Force there is system dot label. Oh, why? No. Why I'm showing these things in the inverted commas? Let me just try this first and then we'll remove that. It was correct because I was adding in the inverted commas, single inverted commas. Yeah. So yeah, so that is my thing. So now let's say this is reflected in 100 of the components. I'm not going to Apex class. Even I'm not going anywhere. I am aware that this is my custom level. So what will I do now? What will I do now? So I'll go to my setup, setup, and I'll go to custom label. Even if you want to go custom label from here, so that is also fine. Okay, you can go from there and you can copy this custom label name and you can check. So this is my custom label name, and if you want to preview the result as well, so you can preview. Okay, that is my issue. So I'm not going to Apex class now. I want to say server is down, please try again later. So I'll go to custom label. I'll say server is down, please try again later. Something any other message as well. So I'm giving you example only. So now what I'm trying to do here, I'm not going to any Visualforce page, any Apex class. So it is showing server is down, please try again later. So 100 of the components, if I'm calling this same name, same custom label, everywhere it will be changed automatically. You got the benefit of custom label or not? Even
Yes.
no need to deploy sandbox and all. Right. And this is one benefit of custom label. Second benefit of custom label is, let's say I'm logging in Salesforce, my language is English. So I'm able to see English language, means I can understand. But if there is some Chinese person or there is some any language you can take, okay, if they are logging in Salesforce, they are not aware for English language. They want to see this words in their own language only. Okay, means we can say translation. So it also do the translation as well. Okay, so how will it be translation? So I'll go to translation. So let's enable this one. Okay, so let me add some of the language here. Let's say which language we will add here. Let's say German. So let's add German only. Okay, let's add the users, all the users, like everyone can use the German language. And let's go to custom label now. Let me refresh. There is one more section. This is one more section, translation here. I'll do one thing. Let me copy this thing. Like this is a functionality. Automatically it won't come, but yes, translation you have to do to which language? It was German, right? German. Translation. Okay, so this is my German language. This is my German language. I copied the things from here, and I'll go there and I'll go to new. I'll click on German and I'll just save this one and go to there. Now what will I do here? So if I'll refresh this page, so it will show an error message in our language, right? So let me click on this. It is showing in our language, right? But if I'll go to my setting and I'll change my language, my user language. Even this, don't think that these things is applicable in Visualforce page only. No, in Salesforce development, if you go to LWC integration, Lightning component, Visualforce page, trigger, Apex class, batch Apex, everywhere custom label is used like this only. It is very, very, very helpful. Without knowing the custom label, there is like lots of problems. Okay, so now what will I do here? Let me just very German here.
Deutsch.
It's a German, huh?
Deutsch is German, yes.
Are you sure this is German?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my language. You know this language?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, great, yeah. Let me refresh page and let me just click on this. It is showing in German now, right? It is showing in German now because my user language is changed. Got it or not? So if any other language person will come here, if let's say English person will come here, then it will show a message in English language only. It will show the message in English language only, like this. If some other language person will come, then what we will do here, we'll add the translation at German. In translation, we'll add German, not German, even German, and we can add multiple languages at a time. And here different language we can add. We can click on add button, and accordingly we can do the things. Let's say we are clicking on new. If there is any other language, as of now there is German only. German we already added, means we had German only. So all the language we can add here and we can display the things. So there are two benefits of custom label. You understood hopefully, right?
Yes, bro.
Kumar?
Yep.
Okay, then so we'll continue tomorrow then. Okay. And so that's the thing, and the full calculator program which you need to make it, do it, and whatever we cover today, that is most important. So please try to not even these things, even we can like, it doesn't mean that we can show the things like this only. If there is an insert account records and a calculator program where you are doing the hard coding, so everywhere you can do like this. So let's say I'm these things I'm using here, system.label. This name, right? So if I want to do here as well, so I'll do like this only. So there is some dollar. So let me just check the syntax. Custom label. This is the first page. Page. Dollar label dot label name, I think. Dollar label dot label name only. These things. Okay, I'll go there and I'll just. Okay, so whatever label name which we have here. So let's say I want to show this message only, means you can create your own custom label to insert the account and something like this. And similarly, if you want to add the same label on the, means for understanding purpose, I'm adding this thing. So you have to add this thing. You got it, how to add it or not? Because you have to create one custom label, different custom label, and you have to show. So I'm saying server is down and please try again later. I'm just showing the error message, means things only. You know how to add. If I want to add account information, how can I add here? So I will create one new custom label. On that custom label, I will add the customer information or some new account information, something like this, and button label as well. And will that whatever we created, that we will pass here. Got it or not? Hello?
Yes, Amarjit.
Okay, great. Okay then guys. So we'll meet tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.